up, Vayu? What's good, fam? Congrats to you, by the way, on your 50 subs, man. That was like the world record. That felt good, man. I feel like I helped out, man, you know? And I like that we got together and we were able to do that, you know? Because I remember when Matt did that for me, well, not for the 50 subs. 50 subs I had to get, so it took me a little time. But beautiful day out. Kodega Begum, what's going on, Kodega? How much is the land plus the house? Too much. 3, what's going on, brother? What up, H? You saw the market rip. I know, man. Freaking crazy. Madness, man. It's madness. I don't know whether I should get out or I don't know, man. Like I kept liquid because I keep on thinking that it's going to crash, like the real estate market's going to crash. So I stayed liquid for that reason. And then when this happened, I'm just like, I don't know what the heck to do. But it is madness, man. What's up, mate? What's going on, Vayu? I would estimate the value of this house and property to be, yeah, it's more than that. It's, hey there, Droopy Balls. What's going on, Marky Mark? I was on, we were on Mo's live stream today, and we go to him as he's streaming. I go, guys, I gotta get going. You know, it's time for makeup and hair and diaper change by Mark. Marky Mark, hey there, Droopy Balls. Appreciate our appreciations are all yours. No, man, that's all of us, man. It's great that we built this community and we could do that, you know? I find that to be, hang on one second. Let me sit you guys down here and sit down so I could chat with you. But today is gonna be a busy day, guys. We're gonna brainstorm today. I'm prepared. We're gonna pick your brain, so brace yourselves. Hang on one second. And don't forget to hit that like button, guys. All right. Welcome. All right, so what was I saying? I was saying it's such a great thing that we built that community that we could do that. Like where one person could just be like, hey, I want to go live. And we all just like come together. We sub to you. I mean, that's a record, man. You know, like I remember seeing Vayu was at 2 subs yesterday. And I'm not saying that it was all of us only, you know, like I know you also did your networking as well and got there. But it's just amazing that first of all, you can do something like that so quickly, you know, with the right connects. Appreciate yours, Kodega Begum. He must earn a lot of money. Aryan, what's going on, Aryan? Kodega. Mark Enfra, nice to see you. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram. Now you're only 46 and you have many more working years. Stay invested unless you plan to retire soon. I don't plan to retire. That I don't plan to do. Even like when I have enough, I don't want to retire. I want to keep myself busy just so that the mind is busy. Otherwise I'll go crazy. So I feel like that's the way, yeah, that's the way I want to operate. That's my plans. Yodha Dogra. What's going on, Yoda? I remember you from a long time ago, though. Welcome back. Jai Hind and Vande Mataram. I'm still trying to log on to StreamYard. Yeah, we got to figure that out, Mark, because it sucked that you couldn't join yesterday. Although it's not possible for limited income people to buy this house. Hey, Aryan, like done, bro. What's going on, Gurjeet Singh? How you doing, brother? We have another Punjabi here. Let's see. Sat Sri Akal. We have Gurjeet and we have Vayu Kapoor. Nobody knows Blue is well prepared for tonight's poker as well. Hey, Yoda. Yoda, bro, I saw you in another. Yes, Yoda. You know what happened today, guys? Let me share an interesting story with you guys. By the way, guys, hit that like button. There's 16 of us and 5 likes. What's going on with that, guys? Hey, Blue, just in case you're lurking. Shubdeep Singh. What's going on, Shubdeep? Welcome in. We got Yo-Yo Honey Singer in the chat. What's going on, Yo-Yo Honey Sing? Sparkles, thank you, Movie Facts, for the sparkles. Appreciate that. Yoda, okay, bro, Sat Sri Akal. I hit the like button. Thank you, Aryan. People in India spent their own life savings to buy land or an apartment. Yeah, I mean, like that's everywhere, you know? Like I spent a lot on this, but then again, I tend to buy things like distressed properties. So it's like kind of like, imagine if you're a manufacturer of a shirt, you know, in the U.S., where let's just say you're in tailoring or whatever, you know that you can get cheaper stuff made elsewhere, you know, if that makes any sense. Onkar, love you, Israel. Shout out to Israel. Welcome. Onkar Malar Kotla, 67. Welcome. I am also from Punjab and near Jammu Kashmir ancestry. Kidavir's condition. The Chalra drank here. Vijay, what's going on, Vijay? Swami Sharanam Ayappa. Did I say that right? How much did you make from Jurassic Park? Matthew, I was hoping not to get noticed over here. You know, I guess you didn't hear the latest news update, but I quit Hollywood, man. I was just done with that crap, you know? I was just getting sick of it. They wanted to make Jurassic Park 8, and I was like, I'm done, man. I'm done. And then working with those dinosaurs was like a hazard, you know, and those, you know, working with these female dinosaurs. It's only females just so that we don't, you know, they don't reproduce. But it was getting to be a bit too much, especially when it's that time of the month. Those T-Rexes are no joke. Hey, Mark, what's up? Bad Gigi. Welcome back. This is the third stream that I see Bad Gigi. It's always nice to see a new person join in on the chats, guys. You know, I have so many questions that I want to put up today, and I want to get through all of them. But I feel like I felt like they're pretty good questions. But let me just get to the bottom of this chat so I don't lose track. Sorry, my English is a little bad, so good night. Onkar, aap mat so jao. It's all right if you can't speak English. ठीक है. But just koshish karo. You look like Sundar Pichai, CEO of Google. Yes, Pranav. I didn't want anyone to know I am Sundar Pichai himself. And I just wanted to be a regular guy, you know, like you know. So I started my own live streams, Pranav. Hi, Punjabi Bhai. Join me. Super support everyone. Yes. Matthew Ride. Ayappa, Shivu, Vashanu. I'm glad you didn't sell out. Never. Yoda. We got Trish in the house. What's going on, Trish? Good to see you. But whoa, I mean, 53 subs within 24 hours is a big thing as a start. It is, man. It is. Blue told me she took 3 weeks. Our community is cooking something great. Yeah, we got beautiful people in this community. It is awesome. Whose face is not here? Bad Gigi. Hope everyone is having an absolutely wonderful, peaceful day. Yes, we are. I'm just chilling in the backyard, just listening to the birds, hanging out with you guys. So it is a nice, peaceful day. Bad Gigi, where are you? Are you in Texas? Or can't remember. Means how exactly are people in the U.S. means behavior? Yoda, people are really nice in the U.S., man. You know, I get a lot of people from foreign countries asking me about that. But there are a lot of good people over here. You'll actually like it over here. You know, believe it or not, Yoda, I'm gonna tell you something that's gonna really shock you, right? But I've been streaming since March 12th, 2026. And during that time, I have met so many different people from different countries. And there are a lot of times that I meet a lot of Indian, and I get excited like when someone's from India because that's, you know, where my parents are from, right? So when I hear from India, you know, I try to interact with them in Hindi, try to talk with them. But sometimes you get some nasty people, like some really mean Indian people, you know? I remember the first Indian guy that came on here and he was like, this is not meant for you, you know, you shouldn't be doing this, you know? And I was like, and you know, when you're starting off and you hear something like that, it hits you, even though you don't want it to, you know, you put on that extra layer of skin, you know, thick skin. But I remember when he said that, and it did get to me, you know, and then I had quite a few who were just like unsupportive, but on the majority, Indians are very respectful. But I mean, I know a lot of people ask questions about how it is in the U.S. I was born over here, right? So it's a little different as well. But yeah, so if that answers your question about how people are in the U.S. You don't know what? Hey Trish, Mark, hi. Hey Mark, Texas. All right, I got it right, Bad Gigi. This is my back. Did your friends not come? Which friends? Hey MK, Bilu Pandey. Damn, is your background real? It's beautiful. Yes, it is, Bilu. You want to take a walk over there? We'll take a walk. I'll show you around. Let me know if you want to see it. Hey MK, Mark. Good morning. But special thanks to you, brother. You made all this, made us all together. Thanks for making me a mod and part of your community. Great people, great evenings. Of course, man. I'm glad you're part of the crew, man. We all are truly blessed to have crossed paths. Rishit Basan, Mr. Pichai, how are you and your family? I'm good, man. I'm good. Can you not tell everyone that Mr. Pichai is here? I just want to be a regular nobody, man. But thanks, Rishit. What's today's special? Today's special, yeah, you know what? Thanks for reminding me, Vijay. Let me put up the first question. I'm trying to think of which one would suit you all. So I have to, when, oh. Okay, guys, here's the first question. When was the last time you had an adrenaline rush? And for any of those that don't understand the question, adrenaline is a chemical, a natural body chemical, and you get that as a fight or flight reaction. So let's just say if you go skydiving, or you get into a physical altercation, or you do anything, you gamble, you know, you get that adrenaline rush. So the question is, when was the last time you had that adrenaline rush? And the reason I bring that up, because it's very healthy to have that every once in a while. Not every day, but I mean, it's good to have that adrenaline rush. If you don't have it, you kind of feel like you're dead inside. Indians, we just hate each other. Sorry for Bilu. I don't think all of them. I don't think all Indians hate each other. But I didn't know whether it was Indians from India that just didn't like Indians that were born in the U.S. or what it was. But I didn't feel the sense of community in the very beginning. And then later on, I started meeting like really good Indian people, respectful people, like the Indians that I pictured. You know, but there was a lot of hate. You know, I won't lie to you, man. This is Rishi. Hey, MK. Sharika Begum, my sister is watching your live. Please tell her to open the gate. I am locked in the washroom. Sharika Begum's sister, open the gate. She's locked in the washroom, guys. She's locked. Go help her. Sia, what's going on, Sia? Good to see you, Sia. How's it going? Hamza Ali, what's going on? Matt Noah in the house. Damn, yo, we got the big dogs in the house. We got Sia and Matt. Okay, I'm here, H. Carvana shoved me out of the way, but I made it. Yeah, Carvana gets like that, you know. She gets a little possessive over me, you know. Sorry about that. There's nothing I could do about it. Like and sub, guys. That's right, guys. Hit that like button if you haven't. What up, everyone? Yo, Matt. Everyone's giving Matt some love. Focal view, what's going on? Himachal is best place, I think, in India. I'm living in Himachal now after migration of ancestors in 1800s. It's 18 AQI today in my area. What is AQI, bro? I don't know all that stuff, guys. Cheers, guys. Salut. That's some good coffee. Vayu High Blue. Yo, what's up? Come on, man. You know I can't say that, man. Solving cube, right, man? Yoda, what do you mean? A Rubik's Cube? What are we talking about here? Solving cube. What are we talking about? Blue, I said hello 12 minutes ago. 5 seconds ago, running to the stream. June 12th. June 12th is when you last had your adrenaline rush. Thank you for answering, Bad Gigi. As you can tell, the people here in blue don't usually listen to me. I'm just I'm background white noise. So thank you. But what did you do, Bad Gigi? Hey, I mean to 500 mark, Gooning on the toilet just now was my last time I had, while you were doing your tutty. Okay, so 3 had his adrenaline rush while doing his tutty in the toilet, and rubbing 1 out. In the gym is great, Yoda. especially when you get that runner's high. You ever get that runner's high, guys? When you're running on that treadmill and you're going full throttle and all of a sudden you get in that zone and you just feel that rush in your brain, and then you're like, you just feel like you're in the Matrix and you're like, I'm unstoppable. Nothing could stop me. And you just freaking pump it up. You go to 12 and you're just like zooming. Does that happen to you guys? In gym. Damn, Texas kicking my ass right now. 3 blue, go to the beginning of the chat. Matt, autocorrect kicks mine. Where are you, G? Vijay, मैं USA में हूँ. New York में. आप किधर से है? About to head to grab my mom a carton of smokes. Yes, a carton. Yeah, well, at least you do it once instead of running to the store for a box of cigs every time, right? Of course, socks. Mark, you're gonna say made you look, aren't you? Bro, Aki was 18 today, yesterday. Okay, Mark, I saw it. No, I wasn't looking, but you got points back. Your neck is very beautiful. Oh, thank you, Vijay. You like my neck, my neckline? You checking it out? Yesterday, only my dog loose from its latch and it ran towards the kids. I ran like never before to catch. Oh, hey, that's a good adrenaline rush. Yeah, sometimes even the surprising ones, you know, like where, it's a scare. You know, you hear a noise in the middle of the night and you go and you grab a weapon and you go investigate. That adrenaline is moving, you know. But it's definitely good for you, you know, to have that every once in a while. Even when you get older, you know, a lot of people, I know with my parents, I try to avoid the adrenaline rushes with them. I'm like, all right, don't get stressed out. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about that. And just because, you know, you worry about them having like a heart attack or, you know, a stroke or something like that, because of, you know, when you get older, your heart's a little weaker and stuff like that. So, but it is good for you to have adrenaline rushes, not major shocks, but just like quick spurts, kind of like gooning, you know, at the end. So beautiful. Live G, thank you, Vijay. Air quality index. Oh, got it. Sorry, I had a brain fart, Yodha. Yeah, Himachal Pradesh is supposedly very beautiful, according to Rick Steves. इतना दिन किधर गेती लाइव नहीं किया ऐप मैं रोज आया इधर 2 दफ़ा एक दिन में 2 दफ़ा मैं आता हूँ. Why do people make the most effed up noises in the morning? What's up, stinky farter? I don't know. I don't think I make any weird noises in the morning. Maybe a yawn, stretch, you know, some masculine Viking sounds, and then the Tarzan yell when I get up and I'm going to the bathroom. Sir, may I go to the toilet? Please give me permission. Yes, APS, you can go to the toilet, but be quick, all right? We have a lot of grounds to cover over here. Last adrenaline rush. I don't know last, but definitely a big one was running to catch my youngest, who was a runner and was heading towards a busy street. He thought it was a game. Yeah, kids will do that to you. Kids will definitely give you that adrenaline rush you need. They'll keep you on your toes. Billy, hola, Abibi from Ireland. What's the crack, Billy? Good to see you, brother. How's everything going? 3 hours ahead, right? Or is it 4 hours ahead? Or is it 5 hours ahead? Which one is it? Billy, remind me. I remember you just taught me yesterday. That was the day I got shot. That was a scary one. That is freaking... But that was in June, right? We're in August now. So you're due for that adrenaline rush. Badgie. By the way, did you get any PTSD after that? I mean, I would think that after an experience like that, you got to go for a little therapy or something. Trish, how you doing, beautiful? Or do you feel like, you know, therapy is bullshit, you know, like, and which is fine. I'm open to either way. I'm just curious to know whether did you seek any therapy, or do you feel like it's unnecessary? Today's Barack Obama 65th. Oh, happy birthday to him. Sam Roy, thank you for that information and welcome. Endorphins, stinky farter, way worse than Coke. BMG in the house. What's going on, BMG? Hey, HS and chat. Doing lovely, Blue. How you doing? Vayu Kapoor, HS. I was literally about to take a sip when you said cheers. Cheers, brother. Salut. All right, let me catch up to the chat because I want to 3:15, 3:19, or we can do this. Hard Matt. Did that show up as an emoji? No, it didn't. It just shows up as Hard Matt. Uh, hard Matt. Oh, Hardic Matt. That's what the emoji was, I guess. But he just came in text. It didn't even show the picture. I'm doing okay, Trish. Just exhausted. But it's funny. Hard Matt. Why is chat full of mods? Luca, everyone that you see in blue here is family. They've been here. Most of them have been here since the very beginning when I started my channel, and it was quiet, and all you could hear, was crickets in the background. But they helped me build this channel, so they're a part of this channel. But they're not too hard on you, man. They're just either way, whether you're in blue or gray, it doesn't matter. I give you guys the same amount of respect. So don't feel intimidated by that, Luca. Where are you joining us from, by the way? Okay, now I see the emojis. Trish just put it up. Pratham, your jawline is so sharp you can cut a paper. Showed up as hard map to me. JJ, bro, YouTube tripping. Brother Mark, BMG, Luca, not all mods are modding. I feel like Usain Bolt running after him. Cookie Monkey, can you scoff at me and tell me I'll never afford the Boutons, so I have motivation and urgency to buy them? What is Louboutins? No, I can't say that to somebody, man. I feel like such a dick doing that. Even as a joke, I feel like, if I got into character and I was like Jeff Goldblum or Sundar Pichai, but they wouldn't even do that, I know you could do a Cookie Monkey, but I know you're wise enough not to waste your money on that stuff. My wife does that, and it's such a freaking waste. I see those bags and I feel like burning. I wanted a winter coat, and because I had my coat for like a long time, like I had my winter coat for maybe about 5 years, and then it was time for me to get a new coat. And I was like, you know what? I want to get stylish. I want to get a little cool. I want to fit in. Be like the youngins. So anyway, I bought this jacket. I wanted the color green, like a dark forest green, and so she got me one from there. And quality was good and everything, but it was like one of those flashy jackets. Like it's like, look at me, So anyway, I didn't want that. And then I went to what was it? Which store did I get it from? But I found the perfect jacket. It was exactly what I wanted. And it was like 1/10 of the price. Cuzzy Trish, Paku, what's going on, Paku? Where you been, man? Been a while. How's everything going? Luca, because we're addicted to the hard dick. That's right. What's the bleeding crack 5 hours ahead? So it's 3:18 in America. Got it. 5 hours. Thanks for clarifying. I'm going to remember that now. Now I stored it into long-term memory. Bad Gigi, I actually had this morning on the way to physical therapy, an 18-wheeler got caught in the train tracks, and I was so scared to death and of what was ahead. So Bad Gigi, you definitely do need that therapy, I hate to push therapy, but sometimes you need it, especially in a situation like that, where you went through something extremely traumatic like that. I was almost drowned in a river with my 2 cousins in my childhood. Damn, man, you got some messed up cousins. Were they joking around, or were they really trying to drown you? And actually, I get that. I'm going to ask you that question later. Oh my God, Bad Gigi, what happened that you got shot? She was dude, she was in the news, man. The incident that she was in. I use Mary Jane Sacova. A lot of people do that. Use Mary Jane to self-medicate, basically. And I'll be honest, my take on that is, if you're doing it for mental reasons, I'd rather you be doing that rather than big pharma. But I do see the effects of a lot of people smoking weed. It's become a lot more common now. I think I would have thought that a lot of people would have lost the craze of smoking weed when it became legal, because then there's no, what's the word I'm looking for? I used it last time when I explained this. But when you feel like you're doing something bad, something illegal, and you're like, I'm living on the edge, smoking a joint, and now it's like you could find it at the shop, and it's just like now it's not cool anymore, because he is Jewish. Bad Gigi. By the way, Mark, how you feeling today, man? Same amount of respect, he says, as he leaves me in the shed. Sardine, Hi, what is this live about? Sardine, this is a live where I like to post up questions and I like to dig into your brain and invite you to dig into my brain and explore the world together. And it's just a channel where we don't have brain rot on here. You know, there's way too many channels out there where you don't walk away learning anything about yourself or about others. And so that's what this channel is designed to do, that we created together. Sardine, stick around and find out. That's right. Trisha was right. Restarted the phone. She's my counselor. Cookie, what are you talking about? That's true. Adrenaline rush. I was working the pandemic in the hospital. Nothing quite so triggering since. Yeah, so dude, you need that. Let's Mo. You know what I prescribed for you? You and your wife must take a trip to the casino. And you have to go play a little, you know, on the tables and get that adrenaline rush, man. Get it going a little, just so that you feel it. Or go do something together, you know, like something exciting. Skydiving. I would never do that, by the way. But I mean, if you guys are risky enough to do that, risque enough. Cookie Monster in the house. What's going on, Cookie Monster? Good to see you. Hey, Blue and Mark, how are you guys? Hey, Brittany. All right, now, Matt, I see it, brother. That's Matt is spamming the emojis of me and him, man. What's special? Let's eat all. Awesome. Glad it worked. Cookie, I'm exhausted, but taping my eyelids. Blue, hush. Hush it up, girl. Dirty girl. Cookie, hi, Cookie, join me all to super support. Oh, she was in In-N-Out Burger shooting. Yep, she was, man. I didn't know it was In-N-Out, though. Opca notification has come to me. That's good. APOC in the house, who joined the membership yesterday. Hello, security and everyone. What's going on? APOC, good to see you, brother. How's your day going? Can we put your brain under a microscope, or are all the petri dishes? You know, here's another question for you guys, all right? Because I know we do have people that have used and experimented with a lot of drugs in the past, right? Here's my question to you. I hope you guys are all listening. If you notice, there's a lot of scientists or a lot of people who have won Nobel Prizes, and they have been users in the past. They were using like coke or heroin or this stuff and that. You guys know my history. All I've tried is weed. Now, what I'm curious to know is, with some users, I feel like they have used certain drugs, some concoctions of it, and it seems like they've unlocked a channel in their brain, like where they're more intelligent than the average human. Does that make sense? Like, I know there's this whole thing on YouTube where people have done LSD and they're like, yeah, it kind of opened up a channel to them, you know. And not that I'm not, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying go out there and do drugs or anything like that. Stay away from all that shit. But I'm just saying they already did it, right? For those of you that did it, do you feel like it did, it kind of unlocked something, like where you think differently and it kind of helped you in some ways? Or is that all a crock of shit? Thank you, Vijay. Bahut shukriya. Appreciate you, brother. It's very nice of you, Vijay. Guys, check out Vijay's channel. He's trying to say that in Hindi. He's asking you guys to all sub up and he'll sub back to you. So show him some support. Hey, Mo, yo, APOC, I had a drunk dude try and break into my house 2 weeks ago. I beat him up a little bit, LOL, and definitely, yeah, that is an adrenaline rush, man. But that's freaking crazy. Is that like a common thing out there, APOC? Blue. Thank you, Blue. Blue Mark. So dirty girl always cracks me up. Thank you, Vijay. Bahut shukriya. My ears are open, but my eyes aren't. Canna, what up today? Bad GG. I think psychedelics are a way to open our mind, and the government knows that, and they sure as hell don't want that. So you think the government doesn't want you to do drugs because they know that it opens your mind? I don't know about that, Bad GG. But I'm sure that there is some certain drugs that kind of are like limitless, you know? You know, in the movie where you do it and it opens up a channel. But the thing is that, you know, obviously a lot of people get addicted to all these things and stuff. But I don't know, man. Like, there's certain people that I do talk to and, you know, they tell me their history And before they tell me their history, even I'm just like, I could tell this person is different, like in the way that they think. Like I kind of feel like I'm on the same wavelength as them, like, you know, where, but they'll think like even further outside of the box, you know, than I can. And then they mentioned that they're a user, and I'm like, I wonder, you know, just putting the pieces together, is that it? You know, that they have unlocked Cher's friend was talking about that on his live the other night, how his drugs was opening his mind differently or something. I watched that, but I didn't get any of that where it was opening his mind. It was more like he was putting a Band-Aid on his issues, I felt like. Maybe it happened afterwards. Did we get a new member? Vijay, what a membership. Jai Hind, Vijay. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man. We got a real one. We got another member today, man. That makes me happy. APOC, no, I'm 100% drummer since drugs. Thank you, Dylan. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate the ice cream. APOC, turkey sandwich. You look like my driver's ed teacher. Yes, turkey. I wanted to try something new, man. You know, I was a driver's ed teacher, all right? And now I'm trying YouTube Live. Yeah, I saw that blue. Mo is in the house. Everyone is different. Psychedelics will alter synaptic pathways. For some people, it's very dangerous. I don't judge, but I don't recommend. I don't recommend it at all either. I'm totally against all of that stuff. All I'm saying is, analytically speaking, from a psychoanalytical standpoint or view, it does, right? So, I mean, you already answered. Psychedelics will alter synaptic pathways. But now, will it alter it permanently, or will it just do it temporarily for that time that they're under the drug? And by the way, guys, Mo is a nurse. So this guy is smart, man. But Mo, I'm telling you, you know, you went live today, and I guess, like, naturally, I just want to say, like, write stuff because I know you and I know that we're close, so I could say certain things. But I held back. I kept it professional. If that seemed professional. But I was holding back just so that, like, I didn't joke around too much, and then, you know, and then you're like, hey, yo, what's up, man? HS, come on, man. Why are you joking around like that, you know? But it was nothing even to make fun of you. You know, I'm not like that. I'm respectful when I joke around. But I didn't want to cross any limits or whatever. Very common where I live. I literally have to sleep with a gun. Damn, APOC. APOC's like freaking John Wick, man. H, what time are you waking up in the morning? How do you go to bed at 2 to 3? No, last night was messed up. Last night I slept way too late, but I gotta admit, it was all worth it. That was such a freaking fun time, but I'm never doing that again. I'm going to bed. I'm gonna hop off latest by 12:31. I felt like shit today. I was exhausted, and today I had an auction, and I know that I wasn't at my best. And I did miss out on an opportunity, which sucks, you know, but what are you going to do? You know, just learn from your mistakes and don't do that again, you know? You know what I'm saying, dirty girl? Bed at like 2 to 3 a.m. and you're awake all... Yeah, no, and this is my first cup of coffee also. It would take too long to explain in chat times where I feel unstoppable. Bad GG, no, I really believe that they know something about how it unlocks their mind and our potential and our ability to see. You could be right, Gigi, you know, like that they have already done that research and they already have it all in a pill or something, you know, and they don't want to share it with us. I do agree with that, but I feel like it's the perfect concoction of certain drugs put together that could really benefit humans, but obviously they don't want to release that to us. But so yeah, I do agree with you on that. Listen to Medical Mo, everyone. Vijay, thank you again for being a member. Shout out to MK. I almost quite literally cut my finger off. What's up, CR? Welcome. Can we get a timestamp, guys? Kana, what K app? Kana, what K app? Kana ke liye main kya khaya? Main khaya 8 egg whites on toast, dabroti se, and bacon. Such as mushrooms, I believe in the right setting, in the right dose could be extremely... I agree. Let's see. It was from 2 nights ago. I thought he was talking about them opening his mind, H. I'll have to go back and see. APOC, damn, brother. Dude, you got someone a gift membership, bro? That's the first gift membership anyone has ever sent on the channel, man. Appreciate you, brother. APOC. Got love for you, brother. BMG, welcome. Welcome to Stronger Together. Actually, Stronger. Appreciate you. APOC, that was sweet of you. That was very sweet. You, APOC, Mo's live was awesome. Orenthal James Simpson. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Orenthal. How you doing? And welcome. Thank you, Blue. BMG, no problem. Hi, James. Vijay, fast, take all memberships to his channel. All of you. Agnellis, what's going on, brother? Good to see you, man. Welcome. How you doing? How's your day going? I feel like I haven't seen you in a little while, man. You've been kind of MIA on the Discord, on the live. How you been, man? Everything all right? Taking a little break, a tech break. And thank you, Vijay. RKV says hi. What's up, RKV? It can alter permanently. Some children will be on ADHD meds and grow to not need them due to synaptic rewiring. So would it be best not to take those ADHD meds because there's a probability that your synaptic wiring might be done, so you might not need it? Or does it hinder it? You know, like what if you take these ADHD meds and it prevents that synaptic rewiring from happening, from occurring? It was fun. I had to get up at 7, fell asleep at 4:30, but it was a fun time. But that was irresponsible. You know, I felt like I was regretting it later on. But then I was like, but damn, that was just fun. You know, Kyle's a freaking animal, man. The dude's just a character. It would have been awesome if Mark was also there. That would have been like the perfect combo, and if Matt was there as well. Thanks, Blue. APOC, it sucks that you couldn't make it, man. But you saw, right? Sam figured out a way to do it, and it was an age restriction. So I don't know, maybe if that's the message you got. But, I mean, it took her like 15, 20 minutes. I was wondering why she was still there. And then somehow she just figured it out. She jumped on. She's like, I got it. And I was like, damn, Sam. And she's a great poker player as well. Maybe passing out at 9 p.m., but just give me 10 to 15 minutes. 333, Y Rat. What's going on, Y Rat? What did you say about my mama? What's up, Orenthal? Dude, that I gotta say, man, the what was it? The parody version of Menace to Society. What was it? Don't be a menace to society while drinking your juice in the hood. That shit was hilarious, man. India and Bangalore all take kids so drugs. Oh, they take drugs in India, in Bangalore? I didn't think India drugs was that prevalent in India or Pakistan. I mean, I remember Cher was showing me, he was a live streamer in Pakistan. He is a live streamer in Pakistan, and he was showing me, but there's not that many that we see. He has interviewed them, but you don't see them that often. And in India, I don't think it's that popular, but I hopefully not with the younger generation. Welcome, Mo, Marijuana 2. No problem, H. Good afternoon, Sundarbai. Good afternoon, Akhil. Yeah, today was a crazy day at Google headquarters. Take one step forward, 2 steps back. That's the way it is in this world, you know? But welcome. We pulled a Friday right move on a Monday. I know, Blue. What a way to kick it off, right? What's good? Sadia in the house. What's going on, Sadia? Always good to see you. It's okay to let go every once in a while and be, I know, APOC, I know, but today was a big day, man. Like when I say big, I mean like this is like the auctions. This is where I go and I get, you know, the properties and stuff. And I was thrown off. My brain wasn't thinking as fast as I usually do, you know? But you're right. It's okay. Once in a while, you know, you can't be so hard on yourself and always have a stick up your ass and you know, be so strict about everything. So you're right, man. I have a tendency to do that. You know, to the point where I remember I would be enjoying some lives. This is way before I started live streaming. I would jump on some people's live streams and then I'd be regulars on there and I would interact. I'd be so interactive. And then next thing you know, they mod me. And then, you know, you get that message when you're a moderator, you've been promoted to standard moderator. And I was like, me? I have? And I'm like, now I have a responsibility. I must protect and serve. And then next thing you know, I'm not fucking interacting. I was like, what the hell happened to me? You know, like, why do I take this shit so seriously? It's freaking YouTube, you know? And then I have to slap myself in the face and just be like, chill the F out, you know? And then one of my good friends who was the moderator goes to me, who's the channel, the guy the host, He goes, yo, what happened to you? Why don't you interact with me anymore? And I'm like, I'm busy handling business on the chat. What does it look like, you know? And he's like, dude, but come on, man. Like, you know, you're the one, he goes, you're the one that keeps the channel going. You know, you interact, you always bring up these questions and stuff. And he goes, and these questions are like what helped me and stuff, you know? And then I was like, then take my mod away, you know, so this way I could just chill and relax. And then he took it away, and then I was interacting more, but then I couldn't see chat history. So it was a catch 22, you know, it was a double-edged sword where I couldn't see chat history, and that was bothering me. So then I told him to mod me again, and then I was a mod, and then now I'm kind of to the point where I could relax and enjoy, and also be a mod at the same time. But you could see wherever I am a mod, I don't really do any work on there. On mats, I rarely hide anyone on there. Only if I you know, see someone like saying anything messed up that he can't handle. And that, I mean, he could handle everything, but something that I know that would throw me off course, because I live stream as well. So I know what throws me off course, you know? But sometimes Matt needs his punching bag. You could see when Angry Matt comes out, you know, and where he just needs to just turn into Rocky Balboa and just start jabbing him, you know? It's okay to let go every once in a while. Yeah, I thought we lost Sam, and every time she would be like, here I am. Yeah, it was funny, right, Blue? I thought the same thing, and she was just busy over there working on it, you know? Okay, needs to be under the care of a provider so they can assess for efficacy. Some people need it. Some people don't get it when they should, and vice versa. It's a game of risk. Yeah, the sad part is that there are a lot of people who go undiagnosed, and then they end up turning to other drugs because they just don't realize that their problem is something as simple as ADHD. Ignelis keeps switching between Alpha and Mutnak and Quantum. How do you know that that's him, Ignelis? Ignelis, wait, Ignelis, sorry. You keep on switching onto those? I don't get it. You have different names? So that's all you? Because I saw 432 yesterday. So I didn't know that was all you. Hello all, what's up, Barbara Walters? Welcome to the live stream. We have a celebrity in the house. Everyone welcome Barbara. My brother has ADHD and was as a kid. The doctor said it is due to the lower left brain, and he would be okay by 13. Sure enough, he mellowed out. Oh, that's awesome to hear, BMG. That is awesome. Akhil, I am in Bangalore. Only ganja is... Only ganja is generally, of course, there are some synthetic elements, but I guess it's common in Metro City. Yeah, well, ganja, I don't feel like is that bad. I don't do it. You know, I don't want anyone to do it, you know, unless you're using it as, instead of using, you know, big pharma, but that's just my opinion. Hey, Ignelis, Barbara, Marky Mark, ready, hello. BB, Madame BB, bonjour. How you doing, BB? I had a croissant, and I was thinking about BB while I was sipping on some coffee, and I was looking up at the sky and thinking about BB. Hi, BB. This was yesterday, by the way. Me in childhood, I would be successful. Me now, better today. Blue, almost there. Okay, Mark, I'm almost... Guys, can you give me a timestamp? Are you searching for a husband or what? No, Georgie, I am straight. I'm happily married with 3 kids, 3 daughters. Man, I love the way you're welcome me into the house, HS. I really appreciate it. Of course, Sadia. You're always welcome here. You brighten the place up. Tanish, are you Indian? Yes, I'm American and I'm Indian. I was born here in the USA, in New York. My parents are from Hyderabad and from Mumbai. Aap kaise ho, Tanish? Chevy 5-speed. Where you been, man? I remember the first time I met you, I put up that question about stick shift. And I guess you were doom scrolling, and that's how you found the channel, which is pretty cool. But welcome, man. How's your day going? Shani, it's me. What's going on, Shani? How you doing, brother? Hang on one second. I have to do something because yesterday I was trying to find your channel and I couldn't. So give me one second. I need to take a picture of your channel. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Being an old man here. Shani, it's me. Okay. Shani, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Welcome. Are you at work right now? Or are you home? Philip Drummond. Oh my God, man. That brings back memories, man. Different strokes. And Kimberly. Arnold. Damn, man. That is pretty cool, man. You definitely the 80s, right? What's good to the motherfucking chat? That's the way Philip Drummond comes in. Available. Yo, Philip, what are you talking about, Willis? It's a nice throwback. I apologize. I'm the only one who farted. I heard he gave a troll a beating. I need to, yeah, I need to go back and watch the whole thing. Shani, it's me. Good day to all of you beautiful people. Good day to you, Shani. Thanks for coming in with these motivational words, being positive. I like that. Like that vibe. Matt Dog walked some clown yesterday. Yep. I did that after being mod on certain channels. One girl's channel, I basically just mod and don't count. Isn't that crazy, APOC? How we we put on that hat and, we should just be chilling, Like, you don't, like, I wouldn't want any of you guys to do that, Like, I want you guys to interact as well, but I also want you guys to mod. There's only a certain few of you that I want to mod. So, like, if you guys wanted to, like, remain blue. Don't mod at all, because there are people that got it. But I want you to be able to relax and not have to be on the lookout and stuff, and feel relaxed in here. Philip, we got air freshener. Hey, Shani, your mute button deserves employee of the month. Thank you, Sadia. I had El Pollo Loco for lunch. That sounds great. Boston, Bill in the house. How you doing, Boston, man? How's everything going, man? How's your recovery process going? Hopefully you're doing a lot better. What's the latest on the blood clot? Well wisher, sir, please speak a little Hindi. My English, मेरा English थोड़ा कम है. मेरा हिंदी थोड़ा सा कम है. मैं बोल सकता हूँ पर थोड़ा सा मैं सब समझता है. Hi chat, love and respect. Boston, welcome. I think I have ADHD, but I didn't get bad until I hit 30 for some reason. You think it progressively got worse at 30? There's got to be something else that you possibly changed besides that. Blue writes, H, in about 10 minutes, can you just yell loudly, Blue, wake up, thanks. Let me put Blue in timeout. Hold on, I'm gonna put her in the corner. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Hey, Boston. Hey, Bill. Sadia is awesome. Be my guest. Shani, you too, girl. I forgot Shani is a girl. Ignelis is just one of many alpha, sometimes no. Okay, got it. Why so many, though? Why so many? Why don't you come in with one? Shani, I'm at home and working from home. Oh, today's work from home day? Do you like going to the office or do you prefer working at home? If you had to pick one or the other, I feel like working from home, my wife was going crazy while she was working at home. She voluntarily said, hey, listen, I need to go to the office. And the office was empty, so she would just go in there and work from there. Because she felt like she was losing her mind, by not having that activity. You can tell you're very proud of being Indian. I am the same way about being Italian. Huge mob movie fan because of it. Yeah. First of all, yeah, I love mob movies. I remember when I was chatting with Matt, and I was like, the only things that the type of movies that I like are mob movies. But yeah, I do love the Indian culture. I love everything about it. I embrace it now. But when I was very young, because I would get made fun of, like, Gandhi or curry breath or this and that, I hated it. I remember when I was young, my sisters would joke around with me and they would just, while I was sleeping, they would put a red dot on my head because they knew I hated being Indian. And they would laugh at me, and I'd be like, stop it, I'm not Indian, And then, then as I got older, then I started embracing the culture and seeing the beauty in it, and what came out of it. And then when I went to India, that's when it really hit it, And then like at a young age, my mom took me there, and that's when I loved the culture, the colors, the food, the clothing, everything about it. And then my brother, who's totally whitewashed, if you meet him, he seems like he looks Indian. He looks more Italian than Indian, but he doesn't know any Hindi words or anything like that. I wish I could get him on the stream. He's jacked up, like he's really muscular, right? He's a nurse as well, like Mo. He's a NP, a nurse practitioner. But anyway, I forgot my story. So I took him to India for a wedding. I was like, dude, you have to come with me to India, man, for our cousin's wedding. And when he came over there, I also dragged my brother-in-law as well, who was, not that cultured or whatever. But once they came to India and they saw it, uh, these guys were totally changed. They liked Indian music all of a sudden. They were like embracing the culture after that. What's up, Sundar Pichai? What's going on, Victor? Yes, I just got back from headquarters. Today was a hairy day with Gemini. We had a lot of issues, But I don't want to talk about work. I don't want to bore you with work details, Victor. But welcome. That actually worked, H. Maybe I've been clean long enough, and now that I feel that HGHD, it's possible, right? Like maybe that you were using it as a band-aid. You were using all those substances as a band-aid, and now, but I feel like eventually you're going to come out of it. Like, when you quit things, and you quit a lot of things, bro, props to you, bro. I don't know how you did that. That takes a lot of discipline. But now that you're off of it, you got to give your brain time to adjust, How long has it been since you quit everything? Because I know you quit cigarettes, you quit a lot of shit. But what I really would like to see, APOC, is you get sleep, man. Because I know you go days without freaking sleeping, which is freaking crazy. Because you're freaking John Wick, sleeping with a pistol. But it was 10 minutes power nap. Very possible APAC. Amar, can you speak Urdu or Hindi? हाँ, मैं हिंदी बोल सकता हूँ. And सब खिलता है. मैं हिंदी में बोल सकता. मैं हिंदी में बोलो और आप सब खिलता है. APOC, you should ask Mo since he has a nurse. H, what's a red dot mean? The red dot is what women traditionally would put on their head to simplify that they're married. Or at religious ceremonies, they put the red dot on the males or the females, males and females. So like if you go to the temple or something, they'll put it on you, they take the thumb and they go, or when you get married to your wife, you do the circles around the thing and then you take your thumb, you dip it into that red thing, the tilk, and you go like this. And with my wife, I smeared it real big because I knew it was going to annoy her. But it looked beautiful. I mean, I love that little piece of jewelry that's right there. It's like the third eye. Thanks, Blue in Discord. You have more Bengali Rohingya phenotype. I always thought you were from Bangladesh. No, I'm not from Bangladesh. I'm Sindhi, by the way. So I can speak Sindhi. Shani, it's me. I get an adrenaline rush every day. I ride a scooter at Okay. Yeah, I was going to say that. So it's always good to have that adrenaline rush. Going back, I never answered the question myself. The 2 times that I get adrenaline rushes is like if I gamble, like if I go to the casino, and I don't even go that often, or when I play poker with friends in real life, or if I'm playing for money, I'll get that little rush. I like that rush every so often. I'm not a huge gambler or anything, but when I go, I do gamble. So I'd say that's one place that I seek adrenaline. Second is when I'm in the car. Sometimes I feel like I'm Michael Knight in Driving Kit, I get into that mode, put it in sport mode, and then just hit that turbo boost and then just accelerate. Ali, what's going on? Ali, guess what? What's going on, Ali? Fill us in. APOC, good idea. Chicken butt. I've gooned so much that my foreskin is now an 8 skin. Hello, mods. Hello, Ali. Hopefully you wear a helmet. Yeah, Shani wears a helmet. Shani's smart about that. But yeah, I always considered those electric bikes dangerous, man. So be careful with that. I've just heard so many horror stories that it is scary. India is a country of festivals. It's colorful, vibrant, and fun to experience, HS. It really is. It really is. I think when people visit India, especially when white people visit India, I think a lot of them have a totally different... it'll happen to Indians, it'll happen to Americans, just going out there. But that's why I liked watching Bald and Bankrupt and Harold go out there, and just to see, because, a lot of people, they do think of India as very dirty, and rightfully so, because back in the days, things were very dirty, but it's modernized at such a fast pace now that it's kind of different. Those things still exist, though. Like, you'll see those. I don't recommend anyone eat street food in India still. So for the nurse in the chat, I'm actually dating a nurse. It's common to have a lot of medical conferences all over the world. I know Mo was talking about it today, and he seems to be more on the business side of things. But not for my brother. Wow, amazing. You speak good Hindi. Thank you, Omar. Appreciate it, brother. Chocolates more with Shruti. How you doing, Shruti? Welcome. Uh, let's see. Oh, wow. I didn't know about the red dot. Thanks for, of course. Surma Phil in the house. What's going on, Surma Phil? I still didn't read your message. I wanted to put more thought into it. Oh my God, Mark, it's at an original Slayed Me. Aditya in the house. Unk. Just explaining the Indian culture here. That's right, man. The beautiful Indian culture, Aditya. It is fantastic. You know, it's a beautiful world out there. And I remember, you know, guys, I remember feeling, I'll tell you from a American Indian's perspective, you get made fun of in elementary school, junior high school, in college. You start, I'd say in high school to college is when I started, like, you know, rolling with it, because it was, you know, you start relaxing a bit. You're like, all right, you know, it is funny stuff, you know. And then, but you never feel like you fit in. And then when I got into the work world, especially in the IT world, that's when you get like the most respect, when you're an Indian in the IT world. And then, you know, you have clients or CEOs or CFOs that are specifically asking for the Indian people to resolve all their issues. And then, so you just climb up the ranks because of that, because, you know, you get preferential treatment, you know, you know, so it's pretty crazy. And that's how I started climbing the ranks, you know, and then got promoted, and then I would get my own team of people, and then became a director. And I was like, you know, this is pretty crazy, you know, like, APOC, I quit drugs years ago, but I recently quit smoking 7 months ago. Yeah, so it's still got to rewire, even with that, with the smoking. 352. Okay, I'm doing good. Gambling is for rich people. Sadia, not necessarily. You could do it like with a limit, you know. Just Blue, thank you for the 100. So I think anyone can gamble, but I mean, you could just do it like within your limits, you know. I know Kyle does it, and I think Kyle is pretty disciplined with the amount that he gambles with, you know, in real life. Thank you for the happy poop, Blue. Appreciate it. Good for you, APOC. BMG, thank you. Golden Wing Spirit retracted. If you are rich, you don't gamble. I disagree with that, Shani. Rich, I mean, have you not seen like Asian people gambling? Asian people, you see them on the poker tables. These people are stacked. They're set. They have generational wealth. And they are dangerous on the poker table, or you see them gambling in general on roulette or blackjack or whatever, or what do you call, what's that game? I forgot what it's called. There's another popular game that they play. I totally disagree with that one. APOC J, are you French? You know how many rich people still play the freaking lottery? Like, you have the worst chances ever playing the lottery. And they play the lottery, and I'm like, it's freaking crazy. This guy rolling up in a Rolls Royce, you know, and always has a new car, a Lambo, Rolls Royce, Ferrari, Porsche, and he would always be buying tickets, you know, lottery tickets, which is crazy. APOC J, are you JJ French? Just Blue, thank you for the makeup brush. Sadia, unfortunately, too many people gamble even though they can't afford to. Yes, that is the sad part. Like, you go to AC, or especially like areas where there's a lot of, I don't know why. It says that there's one person in here, but I don't think that's correct. That is really weird. Yeah, even though they can't afford to. Yeah, but when you go to like certain places, like you go to Vegas or Atlantic City, it's sad to see how many people have lost so much money and the homelessness that occurs. And they wanted to build a casino not too far by from here, and luckily it got shot down. Billy, no, sorry, I'm not. Look at the chemtrails in the sky above your head. Is anybody awake in here? Is it all a bunch of sleepers, conscious sleepers? Is there anybody consciously awake in here to the truth? Golden Winged, you're right. Should we go check it out? Should we go investigate? Billy, okay, Jay, good to see you again, champ. I think you meant H. Are you leaving, Billy? Blue OH, did you ever see my message finally from years ago? TikTok H. Which one? I don't remember, Blue. Somerville, no rush. I don't have any anxiety disorder. It's okay. But by the way, man, I watched your entire video, man, of your cooking one. That was a good one, man. I think you should do more of those. I like that you showed the fingernails, but do that on a live stream. If I was your manager, that's what I'd tell you to do. You know, like it's gonna attract more people. You're gonna get more conversations with that, and plus you're good on camera, man. I like the way you speak. I like your presence on there. Not that my opinion matters, but I'm just giving you my perspective as a viewer. Keep going, Summerfill. It's okay. I know you're a busy professor. Yeah, no, it's just that I have a lot of shit going on, Blue. I'm trying to juggle way too many balls. I haven't dropped any, but sleeping late last night was very irresponsible. But you live and you learn. You make these mistakes. Hafiz, what's going on, Hafiz? Hafiz from Pakistan. Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum. Is it salam alaikum or salam alaikum? Walaikum salam. Salam alaikum. Hi, Hafiz. JJ French. Hi, dear. Kathy Doherty. No, Kathy Doherty. Kathy Doherty. Welcome. For those of you that don't know, Kathy is Shannon Doherty's sister, her real sister. And she's living in a Beverly Hills 90210 mansion right now, wearing a string bikini and on her couch with a glass of champagne and just enjoying. And I know this because I'm Jeff Goldblum. And me and Kathy, we go way back. We always hang out at her mansion. Sometimes she comes to my mansion. We had a crazy past together. What's up, Kathy? Thank you for the happy poop, Blue. Hello, Hafiz. Shri, what's going on, Shri? Boogly, ba, yeah, bonk. So absolute truth is now labeled as anxiety. So why didn't I think we could trademark, register this, and make a fortune and license this out? Golden Wing, you do that. Hi, dear sir. Billy, most respect. How are you, Dana White Gamble? Yeah, exactly, Dana White. But everyone needs that freaking rush, man. From time to time, it doesn't have to be gambling, you know, guys. Like anything, just get that rush once in a while. We need it. We need it to like get the blood flowing, get the chemicals flowing, to feel good, you know. I'm good, Hafiz. How are you, Hafiz? I also good. Golden Wings enough. So being street fighter, absolute truth is an anxiety disorder. Mark, how are you? I think Crash is only saying one person correct and the other gang. I think it crashed as it's saying one person correct, but there's a gang in here. Yeah, it is weird, man. You got to be very experienced if you want to gamble. Otherwise, you are doomed. Guys, hit that like button if you haven't. It is weird. The counter is definitely weird. I got to call headquarters and let them know what's going on. You are right. Rich people do gamble. It's an addiction. Well, not necessarily an addiction. There's some people who could do it with discipline, but occasionally they just need that rush, you know? I think it's very healthy to get that adrenaline rush. That's why I keep on mentioning it. But guys, let me change the question, go on to a different one, because I've been staying on this question for too long. So just give me a moment. Hold on. I had so many questions that I wanted to go through, and I end up babbling. But here's another thing that I wanted to talk about. AI is another strange thing. You guys know I love the topic of AI. But like just yesterday, I created a thumbnail because we were playing poker and I needed a thumbnail, and it was good because we had quite a few people on there. So I created the thumbnail I gave it my picture, I gave it a picture of Mark, I gave it a picture of Kyle. With Blue, she had a hoodie on, so I was like, all right, that's cool, you know, like, because there is a short that she has where she has a hoodie on, so I was like, all right, that's fine. And then Sam looks like this beautiful woman. She's a beautiful woman anyway, but I was like, then I got to go to her page and then screenshot it and then put it on there and stuff. So I was like, all right, whatever, this will do. Nobody even is going to look at the thumbnail. Lo and behold, Blue calls me out on it. And so I'm going to be changing it. But it's crazy with each change that I make. Like, let's just say I created it with me and Kyle. I had the picture of. Then I added Mark in there. And then I wanted Mark to look a little cooler. So I made some changes on that. And then it makes those changes, and then it changes the way that I appear. I'm like, what the hell? I didn't ask it to change the way I appear, you know, and now I look like an old man on there. But it's like with each additional change you make on it, it changes other things when you didn't ask it to, you know? So AI, ChatGPT is kind of weird, man. On Discord H, wait, what are we talking about? No, I'm with you until the end, Hardik. I'm learning YouTube from you, so I'm not leaving. I'm taking notes. Well, good for you, Billy Elliot. I'm glad you're learning something, man. It makes me proud to know that that I am sharing some knowledge, at least. You know, even though I do discuss gooning and stuff, which is I always will because it's just funny. Life is better when it's just fun, you know, and you can joke around about things. And I honestly believe, on that note, gooning is healthy. Do it daily, you know, with a straight face. I'm telling you that, guys. But no, on a serious note, I am also glad that you're learning something from here. Hopefully, that's not sarcastic. Sadia, I like to gamble. I take gamble every time I come into HS Live. Never know what our topic will be. Now 10 in here. Yeah, now we're good. BMG, H Security. Good night, BB. Good night, Madame BB. Take care, and we'll see you on the next one. 4 o'clock, 4:04, 4 minutes behind. Let me speed up. 10 p.m. Billy, what up? H, what's going on? Mac, good to see you, brother. Welcome. How's your day going? Jay, sup, Unk? What's going on with you? Kathy Lutinsky. Ooh, how you doing, Kathy? Assalamu alaikum. Walaikum salam. Always, brother. Want to see you. BMG is laughing. Hafiz was good. Jeff Goldblum and Kathy chilling in Beverly Hills. That would be a good AI short video. That would be good. Kathy, send me a picture so I could create an AI video of you and me chilling with a glass of champagne at your mansion. Golden Wing. Well, Kathy always comes here and says hi to me. Sometimes she interacts, but very little. She's not much of a chatter. But she's always been like that since we were kids. Ever since Shannon introduced me to Kathy. She's always been the quiet one. But she's a party animal, guys. Last Jedi was the best of the sequel trilogy. Prove me wrong. I didn't watch it, to be honest. I know you're going to hate me for that. Hafiz Sadio was the name of Hafiz. I know a few words Arabic. Hafiz was good. And it turned me to a man. How... I didn't think you could tell. I did see that, but I didn't think you could tell if it's a man because it's a hoodie on. How are you, Billy? But I didn't think anyone looks at those thumbnails. Thank you. What about one of me with my hair down? All right. How about you send me the picture on Discord, all right, that you want me to use, Blue? Hardik Bro is a very good man. I respect a lot. Hey, thanks a lot, Hafiz. Appreciate you. I respect you a lot, too. You're good people. We have a lot of good people in here. The only AI that bothers me is the deep fakes of women, and got to be honest, AI music bothers me a little. Me too, man, APOC. It bothers me. You know, I was thinking about what I said yesterday, APOC. You know, I have a habit of, I'm sure a lot of you have this habit as well, where at the end of your day, where you rewind and you go over everything that you said, even things that you could be controversial or a possibility that you may have hurt someone's feelings. Yes, maybe it's overthinking things, but whatever. It's not a bad thing. You know, you're not beating yourself up about it, but you just want to be aware and reflect. And I was reflecting, and I remember I was talking about AI music and saying, like, you know, I'm not a fan. I don't think that that's going to work and stuff. And I felt like that was that I'm shooting someone else's dream down, and I didn't like that I said that. It bothered me. So I take that back. Yes, it's not my thing, but that doesn't mean that it can't work for somebody else when they put their passion into it, you know? And I was specifically talking about Mason, you know? And Mason's a good friend, and so I felt kind of guilty by even saying such a thing, you know? Because everyone has their own things that they love doing, and just because I don't like AI music or I don't enjoy it, that doesn't mean that it can't work. I'm sure there are plenty of people that do. In fact, one of my questions today, which was inspired by that comment that I made yesterday, was, do you guys think you would ever get into AI music? You know, and in fact, let me put that question up right now. Let's see. How is this pointing downwards? Just give me 1 second, guys. There we go. Hang on. Hold on. Do you think you be into AI? Okay, there's the question, guys. And I gave it my fair share, you know? Maybe it's not to that point now, but I can tell that it's AI, and it's also just like too perfect. It just gives it more, I don't know, authenticity when it's human made, you know. But the thing that I respect with Mason is that he writes his own words. He's not just taking random words that somebody else wrote. It's from his heart, you know, which I do appreciate. The only AI that bothers me is the deep fakes of women. And I agree with you, man. The deep fakes, I think deep fakes are a scary thing because we're eventually going to get to the point where we can't differentiate between reality and deep fake. That's what you meant when you said it turned you into an... Oh, yes, that's what I meant. Saudi, everything is good. What about you? The message on Discord is what I was asking if you ever saw. You never messaged back, but I know sometimes you'll read but not respond back, so I was just curious. Okay, hang on. The message on Discord is what I was asking if you ever saw. Yeah, I didn't see... I got to rewind back. I got to go back and take a look. But you're right. I am terrible at responding back sometimes. I'm trying to get better at it, but I feel like I juggle too many things, so I drop the ball sometimes with things like that. But I'm going to go back, Blue, and check is it a private message between you and I? Hafiz, what does it mean? Sabah, higher, Hafiz, everything, see that? Yeah, that observed same with other AI too. When we ask for changes, they make additional changes without notifying, creating. Exactly, acknowledge. You know what I'm talking about. Sneha Chaudhary. What's going on, Sneha? Sneha, aap kidhar gaya? You just disappeared. What's up with that? I haven't seen you in a while. Bumblebee, what's going on, Bumblebee? Oh, I met Bumblebee on, what's his channel? Guys, today, let me tell you something. I went on this guy's live stream. I forgot what his name is, man. But this guy, he's such a nice guy. But the way he speaks like everything is, one word he'll say a whole sentence with no pause in between because that's the language. I believe it's South Indian. And really sweet guy. And, you know, I go on his channel, I interact sometimes. Sometimes I just lurk. And today I went over there and I interacted. And I said, hi, how you doing? You know, and I believe his daughter was on there as well. And I said hi. And then so he got so excited that I was on there. And he's like, hi, 8 Security, you know, and he's talking to his daughter. And then he tells he pins my name on the bottom. And dude, that guy was networked. I mean, what a beautiful community that guy has built. Everybody was just so respectful. They were like, oh, I know you, you know, I come to your channel, or, you know, I've seen you before. And then I got new subs as well. But I mean, the love that I felt in that brief 5 minutes was crazy. You know, it's just so nice to feel that, you know. And I didn't even go there for any subs. I was just going over there to just say hi, you know. But just like how nice and warm and welcoming everyone was. And Bumblebee was there as well. So, pleasure meeting you again, Bumblebee. Thanks for stopping by. Say Mark Securities, Billy, 100% heartache. That's why I always try to make everyone laugh. The action clears the lungs. And it's hard to feel bad while laughing. Laughing, 100%, Billy. Laughing is medicine, but then it's just behavior to prove more accurate by AI creating a mess. I will never gamble. Shani, just the other day I put up that question. What's something that you said you will never do that you did? You know, try not to say I'll never do this, because I'm telling you, the universe listens to you. And now the universe has heard that. And now Shani will gamble. You will gamble. Mark my words. You will gamble. You will not be a compulsive gambler, but you will gamble now. Is Mr. Funky in the house? Is my boy Kyle here? Where is he? Well, I did. LOL. Okay, I'll send you one on the court H. All right, thanks a lot, Blue, because it makes it a lot easier. So this way I don't have to go back and do some digging. No, I don't hate you for that. It's more rage bait, but it's my honest opinion. Wait, what are we talking about, Let's Mo? Let me go back. Channel activity. What is Let's Mo talking about? Ruminating or surveying? No, I don't hate you for that. It's more rage bait. Music was Last Jedi. Okay, got it. Hafiz, it means good morning, Shani. Ruminating or persevering. Oh, my last adrenaline rush was yesterday, playing the original Knights of the Old Republic 2 on my original Xbox. Hey, as long as you got an adrenaline rush, that's all that matters. Hey, I can appreciate self-reflection. More of us should do that. Absolutely, I agree. And I self-reflected about you too, Blue. Sometimes overly. You saw my messages one night, you know. just because you explained to me what the definition is of that. And I heard it, I listened to it, and then later on I said something and I was like, shit, she even told me, you know? And then maybe I you know, but anyway, so now I'm more like, I know joke around and stuff, but I know like, still like, we could still be chill and joke around without possibly even a hint of getting the wrong idea. Hafiz, I think different places pronounce it differently. Showing that mess of proving more accurate by AI can be fixed. I hope so. I was still pissed that I couldn't interact. I was too, man. Mark, you know we enjoy your company, man. Hopefully by tonight you get that sorted out, man. Interact with you on Poker Gooning friends when I went to bed. Shani Yolts from the US. I'll listen to it, but I prefer and support real musicians. The craft and talent needs to be needed is incompatible. I agree with that. It just feels too weird to me. It doesn't, you know, I've even played it while live streaming, and it's not hitting me right. It's not hitting me in the testicles, you know. I have to admit, Mason's is warming me up to AI music. Well, Mason, I just like being there because he just gives me chill vibes, you know, and he's a cool person as well. So I'm there mainly for Mason. I was talking to Mason, and where is Mason? Why don't I see Mason on here anymore? I was talking to Mason. He had drive for 26 hours nonstop to a family matter, so he had very tired and sleeping to. Okay, got it. Thank you, Billy. Originally from the U.S. and now I'm in a different country. AI music, I do believe it has its place. I do not like people using it for quick hit sort of thing. It certainly has its place. Well, the good thing is that it's not copyright, so you can use it for things, you know, and you don't have to pay anybody. My channel is based on AI music. Well, good for you, Shani. Look, like I said, it's all about your passion, right? I don't like AI music. You know, I feel like it has a lot of, it's too perfect sounding for me. But I do appreciate the fact, like Mason, he writes his own words with it. I do like EDM music. So if it was like AI with EDM music, I think I would enjoy that. But I don't know. I just can't imagine listening to it on my own time. Like yes, I do play it as background music because it's not copyright music. But on my own, I don't find myself playing it. Even though a lot of EDM is kind of like AI because it sounds from a computer essentially. I have to agree, arrogant swine, that music is music. If it's good, it's good. I won't exclude for being AI generated. Okay, Shani, I subscribe to you. Yeah, Shani is good people, guys. Check out his channel as well. You know what? Let me pin Shani, because Shani does live stream as well. Let's show Shani some love. Shani's been here for a while. Good peeps. Yes, H in private message underscore. I responded to your question. Okay. Hafiz, Shani, I was live streaming from, I think AI music has its place. It's great for AI video without very sort of over. Good AI music too. Hi friend, you were Neely is here. What's up, Neely? Welcome to the live stream. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram, or Aapka Swagat. I'll check that. APAC, have you ever seen Damien Marley and Sia? I will find you in the next live. Mr. Worm. I am Sia's timings is just off because I'm in New York. So when she live streams, it's usually very late at night for me. But Sia helped me a lot with my channel, and I do. She did drop by on this live as well in the beginning, but she's probably at work right now. But yeah, she's chill people, and I see now the AI music that she puts on there. It suits her vibes and stuff. Like she's just got this. You know her channel, so it just suits it. Are you Indian? Yes, I am Indian, QWERTY. American and Indian, but not the native Indian. Born here in the U.S. Subscribe, stop jinxing her. HS, you have the same community here. Love this channel. It is awesome here, man. We built a good thing, guys. I've been here before as well, Hardik. Before I remember your name from before because I remember Bumblebee from Transformers, and I made that comment when you first came here. But you didn't interact that much. So like, let me look at your channel history. Yeah, you were here twice before. Here you go, 50. No way. Oh, you were the 50th like, Bumblebee, on one of my streams. Interesting, where you're from in India, where are you now? Yeah, you've got pretty good memory. I've been here before. Hi, what's... That is pretty crazy, Bumblebee. But dude, I'm glad to have you back, man. I've been here before as well, Hardik. We're from down south, the state of hospitality, Tamil Nadu. That's awesome, man. Welcome, man. Thank you, Hafiz. If you leave me a message, it'll be easy for me to check it. Evening, Jeff Goldblum. Always great to see you. Any movies coming? Steve, I've been so stressed out with Hollywood, man. It's been really taking a toll on my health, you know? They want me to do Jurassic Park 8. I'm just like, everyone is done with the sequels. Can we do something new? I want to do something a little more serious. I want to be the bad guy. I want to be the villain in a movie, you know? Like the Gooner. But, you know, they just want to put me in Jurassic Park. That's what Hollywood wants. So I said, you know what, I'm taking a break. Taking a sabbatical. But welcome. USA live stream is very good. They promote other YouTubers. Hey, Steve. Yes, I'll send messages for yes, but I'll check the Discord message because then you'll see what I responded about the whole situation. H, do you think best you can do better when you know it all? I overly self-reflect on every conversation I have. I do the same thing at the end of the night. I do over everything, and I wonder if I said anything wrong. Big out, yeah, but you know, and I think it's a good thing. Like when you reflect and you try to fix whatever you think you may have said that was wrong, or it could have hurt somebody else. Big Al from Southern Cal. What's going on, Big Al? Welcome back. How you doing today, APAC? Are you also an introvert? Because if you forgot to double tap, here's a friendly reminder. That's right, guys. Double tap that screen. I know some of you guys forget, but let's get to those 40 likes. It really helps the channel. YouTube opens its doors and lets you beautiful people in here. You guys know I like to read every single message in here. We've built a great community. And by double tapping that, you grow that community. I won't dare gamble. I never, ever. Oh, Shani, you are setting yourself up. I saw too many people suffer from this foul. Shani, what are you doing to yourself? What are you doing to yourself, Shani? Don't say never, ever. Don't do it. I'm telling you. You're young. I know you're young now. I would say I am blue, Hafiz, so I'm chatting with one person. Blah, APOC sense, introverts. Big Al, Mark, I bought a scratcher and won, yeah, $500. Big Al won $500 on a poker scratch off yesterday. Congrats to you, Big Al. Shout out to you. What are you going to do with the 500? How are you celebrating, man? Going out for dinner? You Indian? Yes, I am American Indian. Fun Chun. I was born here in the US. Parents are from India, Hyderabad and Mumbai. Damn, Big Al, steak dinner tonight. I'm on my way. I'm on my way too. Blue, save me a seat. Brother, are you Indian? Yes, I am. I'm excited for AI for the development of the games. I think it will cut down on development. Oh, absolutely, APOC. Dude, we're going to get new games, like new Hindi songs. It's going to be like that quick. Okay, guys, bye. Every time it's... all right, Hafiz, I'll take care. I appreciate you. Hafiz, I didn't understand exactly what you meant. You're not alone. Shani, I'm telling you... yep. This Raul Leaf, what's up? MD Mofa, welcome. Yeah, that part, reflect and try to right the wrong you did. So, well said, H. Does anyone know why one area in central India is called Lucknow? Whenever I look up at maps, I also wonder if they found it. Mark, Mark, that's your favorite time, right? Blue, I live in my head badly. I can't sleep over it tonight. APOC, I can't wait until you get to the point where you can turn your brain off, where you could say, don't think of anything right now, and you're able to get to that. Like I said, I only got to that in my 40s, and it was through meditation. But I used to overthink things before, and it would not allow me to sleep at all. But it's life-changing when you get to that point. And I wish I could share more. I could share more information on it, but it just would be a longer stream. And I'm not sure everybody would be interested in that. But it is life-changing, man. When you can turn that off and go to sleep, even though I still do take melatonin and Benadryl, but I mean, it's not with that. If I don't take let's just say, if you gave me a placebo, and you gave me a placebo, Benadryl, and melatonin, and I took it, and you didn't tell me, and I could guarantee you I will not feel sleepy. I will go all throughout the night. I'll be like, I can't sleep, you know? But the thing is that when I used to take it even, I still would not be able to go to sleep because this mind just kept on going. And I always say to you guys, your mind is separate from you. You're given this mind and you have to control this mind because it's got a mind of its own. It's just It's a part of you, yes, but you have to treat it like it's separate from you. Because it takes you in different directions and makes you think a certain way. It makes you self-doubt. It makes you criticize yourself. It makes you want to quit, or you could train it to be that positive, be that. It's all about training the mind. I don't want to bore you guys with all the details, but we've gotten into that in previous streams. I got into underground poker tourneys as a teenager. I won 5. Damn, bro. Yeah, you seem like a poker player, but you know what? I want to get to the point where we play that poker game and we take it a little more. Instead of getting new banks all the time, we gotta do what Kyle suggested yesterday: limit the number of banks, so that it's not everybody's going all in all the time. You know. So when I was 18, I put $1 on the first slot machine, so I won $80 on that spin. Never played again. Suck it casinos. You walked away profitable. Good for you, Semaphil. Good for you. APOC, I know. Blue, I'm innocent virgin with no vices, no blood samples. Fat Chubby, what's going on? Basically, every technology is AI, so I'm prepared what comes in the future. Yeah, but it's also scary at the same time, right, Fat Chubby? You got to admit, it is kind of crazy how far along we've come in such a short period of time since the beginning of AI talks. I tried to wipe your PFP. You got me. Oddly enough, a lot of our very high technology doesn't come. TurboCry says, oddly enough, a lot of our very high technology doesn't come from unless it comes from people conjuring entities and rituals and bargaining and making deals with them for blueprints and technology. Arctic, you need my sleep meds. It's like getting by a Mack truck full of pills. No, it's not that I have trouble falling asleep. It's just getting my ass in the bed and lying down. You know, as long as I have my melatonin and my Benadryl, I'm good. And then I just tell my mind to turn off and don't think of anything, and then I'm able to fall asleep. But yesterday I just stayed up because one, I took my medicine late. I took it while I was on the stream, and it was like already 12:30 or 1 o'clock at that point, you know. So that threw me off, and it takes time for the medication to go through your bloodstream. What is it, by the way, Mark? And I don't want to get hit by a Mack truck, man. Every night, just get hit by a Mack truck. A Mack truck full of pillows. Mark, and how long are you sleeping for? I know you said you sleep for a while. I mean, you sleep at any time you want and wake up anytime you want. But how many hours of sleep did you get on average? Remember I think you said 8 or 9 hours, from what I remember. 3 banks only, 3 strikes, you're out. Yeah, but then that sucks because I want you guys to come back. You know, then I feel like the game's over. It's we're not going to have any fun. There's got to be a way that we could figure it out. I'm going to figure something out, some idea or another. I don't know. Turbo, you got the Kramer mental alarm clock. Sadia, game over. No, I'm awake. What's going on, guys? I was just thinking. I was in deep thought. I was trying to think of a way that we could still do the poker thing and, without everyone going all in. I think my brain naturally operates on Martian time. Without medication, I won't get tired for 24 to 30. Same here, man. Same here. And I used to think that I belong in a different time zone, you know, but then when I traveled across the world, I was the same way. Mark, I take Seroquel. Oh, I heard of Seroquel. I sleep easily for 8 hours, and I can stretch that to 10 with a morning gooning session. Good for you, man. Now, is there any side effects with that? With Seroquel? Not that I would try it, but I remember dispensing that. Let me put up the next question, guys, and hit that like button if you haven't. Really appreciate it. It really does help the channel. I had another good question. Just give me a second. Let's get rid of this. All right, so the question is, do you think you will ever be into AI music? 64% of you said yes. 36% said no. I like that. I feel like that's a lot of open-minded people where we have younger people on here that are more like open to like new music and stuff, and like the older ones will kind of be like, nah, man, I need the guitar. I'm one of those old people. I'm the uncle, so right. But yeah, it's cool to see that there's so many open-minded people that are like, yes, like maybe. All right, guys, next question. And this will be the final question. So, why won't it let me do this? This thing doesn't make any sense. Okay. This was a tough one to try to fit into one question. That is the quietest H has ever been. Yeah, you guys got a moment of silence. Let's see. Hold on, let me go back to Mark's. Mark answered my question on the same live stream. Holy mother. Hang on. Arctic, you may say it's like getting a Mack truck. 3 banks only, 3 strikes, you're out. Freedom. You got the Kramer mental alarm clock. I think my brain naturally operates on Martian time. I take Seroquel, sleep lazy for 8 hours. Chapped cock. What an entry, Kyle. Where you been, man? And you made it to a day stream, so I'm just glad you made it, even though it's at the tail end. But how you been, man? Dude, yesterday was fun, but way, way too late, man. For some reason, I felt like I was retired. But that was not a good move on my part, man. As fun as it was, I wasn't performing well at work, and you guys know I'm an OnlyFans, and I can't function like that. You know what I'm saying? Let's mow some. I think this proves our DNA comes from a 36-hour day system originally. To counter it, don't sleep every third day. I just stay up. Dude, that can't be good for you, man. That lack of sleep impacts you in so many ways that you don't know, especially your immune system. Your body needs that time to rest, for muscle recovery, for your immune system to fight off any infections. You don't even know what it's doing while you're sleeping, but it's working overtime. And when you don't get that sleep, it takes its toll on you one way or another. Seroquel is strong as fuck. I took it as a teen for sleep. No side effects, but if you need to wake up, you better set 3 alarms. So you don't feel groggy. That's one question. And let's just say if you get less hours of sleep, let's just say you got 7 hours of sleep. Are you going to feel groggy? That's question number 1. Question number 2, is it addictive? Let's see. I wish we could earn money from sleeping. Some people do. They turn on their live stream and they just keep it live while they're sleeping. Seroquel is also a mood saver. There's one lady that live streams and she has like one boob like hanging out of her shirt, and on purpose. It's but it's just like the nipple that's missing. But her boob is just like hanging out and she's just snoring. And people are just donating stuff. Seroquel, it's a mood stabilizer. I think it extends the so you have to be careful about what you mix it with. Saudi assigned for medical testing. Sleep studies paid. Good idea. Blue. It's been a while. Hello, fine people. What's going on, Ron? Good to see you, brother. This is the quietest I've ever seen. H. Hello, how are you? In spreadsheet called us the paid sleeping. You wear a helmet. Billy, I should have stayed in bed. I had a fender bender. You all right, Ron? How bad was it, man? Hey, Billy, Kyle, the Energized Bunny, the porn stash. What time did you get up? How many hours of sleep did you get, Kyle? You know Kyle, because I think he created a short last night. Was it last night? Because I liked something today. It was of your cat. No, but that was... Never mind. Because I was looking at it. I was like trying to figure out whether you took that short right after the thing. But that was daylight. I think that was on the 31st, if I'm correct. Tell me if my memory is that good, that's from the 31st, July 31st. The one with your cats being lazy outside, 2 cats, the street cat and the other cat. Spiritual goddess. I could be like a stalker with the information that I remember. I grew up too fast, but not by choice. I had to, in order to survive. I never think of rush, but I keep growing by self. I felt tired from it all day when I took it. Well, okay, so that was your side effect then. How are your chickens? What's the bleeding crack? Survival Empire. What's going on, brother? Good to see you here, man. You joined a little late, but fill me in, man. How's it going? We got Stash Cash in the house. What's going on, Stash? Welcome to the function. HS, what's up, bro? I just joined your Discord. That's awesome, man. Glad you joined in, man. What's up, chat? Billy, by the way, guys, if you guys haven't, there is a Discord. I like to keep in touch outside of the live stream as well. So please do click on that Discord link and come join us. We can all goon together. Billy, I was daydreaming about Blue and rear-ended the car in front of me. Oh shit, man. That sucks, Ron. But everybody all right? Hopefully that the person that you rear-ended is all right. Kajul, what's going on, Kajul? This is AI, guys. Don't be fooled, Kajul. This is not AI. In fact, let's go for a walk in the grass. We will go in the grass right now, Kajul. You want to go in the grass? Holy Papa Smurf. Hey, what's up? Survival at a stop by HS. More damage to my truck than to her car. Forget about the damage. Is she all right? Like, did she call the ambulance and say, you know, like my neck is messed up and, you know, do an insurance claim? What's up, handsome Stash? What's good today? Anyone get hurt, Pop Smurf? Was everyone okay? First claim ever. That's all right, Ron. At least you're all right. I just want to hear if the other person's all right. No groggy feeling in the morning. It's not physically addictive, but mentally it might be. You also can't overdose on it. All right, so it's like automatically limited, I guess. Bleeding crack gags. My number was up. Sometimes you got to go through it, Ron. You know, what are you going to do? Your insurance is definitely going to go up, but you got no points or anything. Plus, it's not going to go up much since your history is pretty clean. Well, it is completely clean, not pretty clean. That's right, guys. Hit that like button if you haven't. I know a lot of you just joined in. Some of us forget to hit the like button. I'm guilty of that as well until someone reminds me. And I'm like, damn, I should know better. Like, I'm a live streamer myself, you know? And sometimes we forget. H knows I love the accent. Cats in the backyard was 3 days ago. Okay. 3 days ago. Today is the 4th. I don't know. For some reason, I thought I saw 31st as the details. I dream rear-ending. Mark's right. I dream of rear-ending Blue all the time. Kajol, show us where you usually goon, so I know it's not AI. All right, Kajol, let me show you. Let me show you, Kajol. Hold on. Let's go for a walk to the gooning lab. Now, I'm just going to show you the backyard, guys, because Kajol thinks this is AI. Hang on. Look, Kajal, you could see this is the grass. That is a leaf. I'm gonna grab that. All right. And you have the trees in the background. We have a lot of skeptics over here. Hang on. Let me see if the bunny is around. Oh, I forgot my vape. Hold on. I have a cousin named Kajal. Was Kajal in DDLJ? Beautiful day out today. All right. So do you believe me now? Believable? Hang on. Let's see. Can't see with the reflection. Trust me, good. No, she was fine. No one hurt. No airbags deployed. All right, good. Good to hear. Kajal, the shed is in the goon room. Mark my house. Yes, goon room for sure. Come on, come on. Yeah, and the couch is Carvana's. We call Blue Shed the Love Shack. I want smoked meat sandwich. A Mark survival. Hardick has a blend of Desi and New England accent. HS, you know, a lot of people say that. I don't know why. They think I have a British accent. I don't hear any of that at all. I hear a little Indian at times, you know, like when I put on the accent or in some of my words. HS Stamp sounds like you did a full background check on me. I did, Ron. I really did. I do my due diligence. You guys know I'm Sundar Pichai after all. I have Google at my fingertips, guys. At my fingertips. That's why I know my managing mods. We got intelligent Mark over here, even though he puts on a mask. Literally. Your survival, hope all is good. That was his AI leaf. Nice trick, H. Not that again. Who likes to distract me from my Legos? I really like your yard, HS. Thanks a lot, Sadia. It is peaceful, right? I wish there was a bunny so I could show you, Sadia. Blue, good morning. Goon, give me 15 minutes to fluff up. Deepak, what do you mean twerking? Those wires seem too low. It's not too low. It just seems like that on the camera. But they are going to be burying those wires pretty soon. They already had so many people come out for surveys and like they're telling us what they're going to do. I don't know when it's going to happen though. No, they're actually really high up. They're very high up. A basketball player definitely can't even get close to that. The Matrix is so real now. Gosh. Brittany Nicole, welcome Brittany Nicole. Where are you joining us from? Kajal, okay, thanks. I can confirm this is not AI. This is grade A gooning stuff. Thank you, Kajal. The things I do for you. H, when are we going to see you do some layups? Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing that. You know, I just wish I could get my daughter on or my wife on the live stream, but you got to be all like secretive on here, you know, which is crazy. That's why I'm really thinking about it. Once we have enough members, I'm going to do members live stream and just start showing you guys my personal life. Because there's a lot of things I don't show you guys, you know, and you guys understand why. I know you guys can appreciate why. 440 nipple chin. You have to pay attention to those areolas. Did you guys catch a glimpse of my areola? Uh-oh. He has 2 goon sheds. Did you guys really catch a glimpse? I had Van as a T, called it the shagging wagon. Can you imagine having such a beautiful backyard that people doesn't believe it's real? You've seen Matt's. Matt's is like a Windows, the background screen. Nipple chin. New England, Northeast USA. Ron, Arctic has flapjack titty. Now, my titties are nice, man. I think you'd like my titties. They're not too brown. Kind of a little like light brown, I'd say. Light brown and pink in between there. It's a nice color. It's a exotic color. Virat Kohli is coward person. Is he? One of the sheds, Let's Mow, is full of flashlights screwed into the wall when Hardik swings in there to slam willy-nilly. New England accent like Boston, New York City. Virat Kohli shows so much aggression. Aryan, enough about Virat Kohli. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about you. How's life? What you been up to? Are you working or you're a student? Blue, I bet you had a bumper sticker that says ass, grass, gas, and we was free. All right, Aryan, listen, man. You know I like you, man. You've been here for a while, man, but you got to cut it out with the Virat Kohli stuff, man. I don't know. I think he's a cricket player. I don't know, but it's just annoying when you just keep on talking about the same person over and over again. Hardik, will you get AI to make dinosaurs chase you in the backyard? We could call it Jurassic Park 78. I hate Virat Kohli so much. No one trusts anyone. Let you know. No, trust me. I would let you know. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Kyle. Appreciate that, man. Because I was thinking about that entire time. I 100% understand. I don't even like showing my face on here, to be honest. Yeah, dude, you got to be careful with this shit. But I mean, Aryan, are you really Aryan? Sadia, I'm Aryan. I'm a big hater of it. Okay, Aryan. One more and then you got to go, man. Aryan, LOL, what happened to your obsession? I just arrested a crack addict. Funniest encounter. Wait, are you a cop? IA? What was I going to say to you? I had another topic that I wanted to discuss with you guys. Maybe I'll save it for the evening live stream because we've been on for an hour and 50. Guys, hit that like button if you haven't. I want to try to get to 50 because it's been a while since we had a 50 burger. If it's possible. I think it's been like a week maybe. No 50s. Did you do a cavity search? Yeah, proud to be nice. Well, I hope you're one of those good cops because I remember I loved cops. I was like, everyone would be like, F the police, this and that. I'd be like, why? And, they're just doing their job. They're good people. And then when I ran into certain situations with cops, and then now I don't like them. I dislike cops just because I just feel like they have power trips for absolutely no reason. You guys have seen how I am, how my demeanor is. I have a calm demeanor in general, even in stressful situations. And the way that they speak to you, I'm just like, who do you think you are, Then stupid tickets that I got during that flat tire, like when I had signs there that said clearly my car they were coming to tow the car, and I still got that ticket for $300 and something. And then I went to the judge, I fought the ticket, I went to the judge looked at the pictures and just was like, this makes no sense. I don't understand how cops are doing this these days or whatever. But it's shit like that, or just like, I don't know. I've just had so many bad things, and I'm telling you, I'm not the type to cause any trouble but anyway, don't be one of those cops. I arrested a corrupt cop in Next County for raping a woman. Damn, so he didn't work for our state. That is freaking crazy, man. But hang on, let me scroll up. Hardik, if I show my face on YouTube live, the kids I teach will find Mr. as there's 1,000 in the school. I need a Spider-Man mask to go live. But what's wrong if they know that you go live, right? What if you're a cool person and you could spread that education online as well, Or do you feel like you can't be yourself then if you do show your face and they find out? Like you can't be inappropriate, and you can't. You're allowed to have your life outside of school, you know? I don't think you have to mask up unless you feel the need to, but I saw this Aryan guy on the other stream as well. He's a big fan of Virat Kohli, but now he's different. Some people, I just feel like they don't have anything else to talk about, and they have to get it out of their system, find something that they hate, they talk about that, and then they eventually loosen up, and then they interact. Now, Aryan's been a regular on here, but he's never been like a spammer about the same thing over and over again. But I guess everybody has their days. Billy, I like the Spooderman mask idea. I arrested a cop next time for the bench trial easily. Hi, Hardik. Brother, good evening. Like done. Arun, what's going on? Welcome to the live stream. Thank you so much for joining. Arun was the great person I met from that channel that I was talking about earlier. So thank you for joining us. And I'll definitely be subbing back to your channel. I just have to wait one day in order to sub back to you, because you know how YouTube is, man. They see it and then they do that scrub. So rest assured I will, man. I'm a man of my word. But I'm glad that I bumped into you over there, because I didn't even come in there for him for Ponch to pin me, you know. But that was very kind of him to do that. And I met a lot of you guys, and you guys showed me a lot of love and was so welcoming while I was there. So thank you. Been security, homeland, police, and a bodyguard. Hardik, brother, how are you? I'm doing fantastic. Just chilling in the backyard. I've been on the live stream for almost 2 hours now. And what is the time here? The time is 4:50 p.m. over here. So I'm gonna hang out for a little longer. And then the kids are gonna get home. Then I'm gonna hang out with them in the backyard. They're probably gonna want to play with bubbles and drive their car in the grass, play with the dirt. H, I have something to talk about. How long did it take before you farted in front of your wife? Long time. While we were dating, I didn't fart. While we were married, I didn't fart. And then way later on, after my first daughter was born, then I started getting a little comfortable, and I farted, and it was one of those farts, like, where you know how to spread the cheeks and get in the right position, so that it comes out silently. But I guess, I just finished trimming. I did a manscaping session, and so there was some vibrato, and she heard it, and then I looked at her and I was like, I can't believe you just farted. And then we both just started laughing, and then now it's a regular thing for me. But I say you're welcome after I fart or I sneeze. How long did it take? Well, yeah, she laughs at it. But she claims that she still doesn't poop. The bathroom never smells like it when she's done with it. Yeah, very important information. I teach in school called The Unit. It's a last chance school. One lad, 17-year-old, stabbed people. Damn, man, they're naughty like that. Bunch of marks. Imagine. Okay, yeah, I get that, Billy. I get your concern now. That is a cause of concern. Lately, some idiots graduating the academy are pedo and creeps, so it's understandable to not like law enforcement officers. Yeah, I'm just not a fan, and it sucks that it's like that, because I know there's certain countries where law enforcement is looked up at with respect, with dignity, and that's the total opposite in this country. You should make that a question. Well, no, I think most normal people, they fart in front of their wives right in the beginning. I'm just a little too buttoned up in general. I gotta relax. Hopefully you give her a Dutch oven the first night. Hello, Funky, Big Oof, Mason, I have to get back to finishing my affidavits. Cheers. Hey, IA, thanks for dropping in. Appreciate you. Have a great day. Yeah, and thanks for sharing the stories. Hi, Billy Elliot. No way, when you were dating, you never farted. No, not at all. I didn't fart in front of her. I would go to the bathroom. Hardik, brother, really nice talking to you. I am from Tamil Nadu, India. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram. Aapka swagat, Arun. Appreciate you being here. Have a great day, and thank you so much for stopping in and saying hi. Did she fart before you? I still haven't heard her fart. And I've known her since the age of 19, and I'm 46 right now. If your partner doesn't like your fart, then he or she is not the one. Yeah, I agree. I mean, yeah, girls don't poop, we fart confetti. I don't care who you are. Wait. I don't care who you are. I ain't going to like your fart. Blue, your partner should be obsessed with your fart, otherwise it's a red flag. I don't know about obsessed, man. I would be grossed out if she farted. I wouldn't want her to fart. I mean, like, you're gonna fart. But I don't openly fart in front of her. Like, I mean, if I could get away with whatever, I'll do it, you know, because, I mean, Blue, let it go, let it go. Ready? No fucking way. She still has not. Still has not. She's like the prim and proper type, you know. But I think that's why she can't come in front of the camera, you know, because when you're too prim and proper, you just like you're always worried about how you appear to others, you know. H, I'll make sure I let a good one rip. I wouldn't doubt that, Blue. Blue, if you were my girlfriend, I would fart on you to wake you up. Guys, hit that like button if you haven't. Let's try to get to 45. What's some other topics I wanted to discuss with you guys? I had those questions. Oh yeah, I remember I wrote it down. One was that adrenaline rush. ChatGPT. Name something you missed out on. What would you change? Yes. But I want Summerfield to be... No. I wanted Eclipse to be in for that question. I'm going to put that on later. I don't think he's Ellipse or whatever. H, make sure everyone Blue, if you're my girlfriend, let it out. Sadia. Sharing is caring, H. Arun, Hartik, brother, good live. You are taking this live in a great way. Big respect and lots of love. Thank you so much, Arun. Appreciate it, brother. All right, guys, so I think I'm going to call it now. We got to 43 likes, but this was a fun time, so it doesn't really matter. It's always good interacting with you guys. As always, I always feel blessed that you guys show up here every day, you know, and interact and listen to me. Even when I put you to sleep, you still wake up and remain here. No, but thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Love and respect to all of you. Catch you on the next one. And I have to do a quick shout out to you guys. So hang on. Go to the leaderboard. We have Just Blue in first place. Shout out to Blue. Shout out to Billy Elliott, to APOC for even gifting a membership today. Appreciate you, brother. Let's Mow the Lawn, to Sadia, Mark, Trish, Ignelis, MK Films, Vijay, Sardine, Gigabrett, Yoda, Dogra, Matthew, Orion, BMG, Kyle, MST, Carvana, Sia, Bad Gigi. Oh, I didn't see Cuzzy Cousin here. I missed his message, man. But he was here. Ron, Stash Cash, and I'm going to stop right there. Boston Bill, Summerfield. All right, guys. Love and respect to all of you. Have a great day or a good night, depending on which part of the world you're in. Appreciate all of you, and I'll catch you on the 9 p.m. live. Take care and have a good one.